They go into Jiraxxus early, and the warrior can't really deal with it. But the warrior can't actually kill Jiraxxus because Jiraxxus has a total health of like 35, and it just gets out of control.
Yeah, it definitely is a tug of war at that stage of the game, and we'll see if that comes into play whatsoever. For now, though, Crip, I think we have the only matchup in the world slower than Warrior versus Warrior.
Is it? I see a Blood Knight.
Oh, never mind.
Against double Blood Knight.
What? Okay. Well, I saw Paladin versus Paladin, and then I saw the opening hands.
Oh, my.
I like this. Okay, so I was being told by a lot of players that aggro Paladin is sick. It's really, really good. And I don't know if this is an aggressive Paladin, but at least it's faster than Control for sure. You have Argent Squire, you have a Noyotron, and you have the Blood Knight. I was trying to, like, a lot of players try to convince me that it's really, really good, and I have yet to see it in tournament play. This should be a good one.
Well, I do know that the Muster for Battle is one of those really, really insane cards, especially when comboed with Knife Juggler and Quartermaster, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, it's also really good just when you play it for 3 mana.
Ooh, that juggle. Now Paladin's also got to the point where every single Silverhand recruit is a legitimate threat. Mm-hmm. Oh, the Blood Knight comes down though immediately from Hosty, and that definitely makes Lothar an unhappy camper. That was his move, bro.
Yeah. The other thing is he doesn't really have much of an answer. He needs to juggle twice into the Blood Knight for it to really happen here.
Sick.
Oh god.
2 juggles to the face.
Yeah, now the problem is pretty real with that Muster. Mustard time. Mustard. Mustard. There we go.
I think so.
Only one option, man. Only one option. It just kind of screws up the turns, because on 4 mana you want to use 4 mana, and on 5 mana you want to use 5 mana. This card's so good that you want to screw both of those things up to play it.
Well, I guess there's 2 ways to go about this.
Can't Blood Knight here.
Yeah.
Let me think.
The good news is that you know this, since your opponent is playing a Blood Knight, that means he has a lot of likelihood of having other Divine Shields.
Yeah,
and Shielded Mini-Bot is really popular. So you can hold that off for now.
I think there's actually only one play here. I don't even know why he's thinking about it. I think it's True Silver all the way. Kill that Blood Knight off the board.
Well, there is some merit to hesitation. So that way you can give your opponent, just like make him overthink about what you're holding, just in case. You never know. Maybe he's bluffing him that he might be holding some kind of consecration, so that way he can't Quartermaster or whatnot. Oh, unless he's really thinking about actually Cult Master. Did he hover over that for a second? I don't know.
Yeah.
He does Blood Knight. Alright.
Yeah, it looks like he is afraid of Quartermaster.
Yeah. Which does end up coming into the hand for Hosty. That could have been a really scary moment.
That foresight.
Not bad, Lothar, not bad. Still not going to stop the board control to going to Hosty, and that's just so important, especially if you're up a Silverhand recruit.
Yeah.
Because then you'll have to be able to get 2 3/3s, and that even just 2 Silverhand recruits being buffed, even though everyone goes for the Dream combo, just having 2 is still really good value for a Quartermaster.
Still like the True Silver.
You still like it?
Yeah, I still like it.
I mean, Lothar sort of pulls in this Pilot Shredder anyways, and True Silver can fit on curve better with hero power.
Oh, Lothar will basically hit the opponent for 5, so you might get like an opportunity to kill him, but I think that's pretty optimistic.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, Haunted Creeper! That is really annoying to deal with.
Yeah, it is.
Like, you'll never firmly have board control for your hero powers ever with like stuff like that. I think it's the second time today we've seen Haunted Creeper pop out of the Shredder.
Yeah, it is really annoying. Kill a Shredder to get a Haunted Creeper to get 2 more 1/1s. Good god. You think this is gonna keep going? You think there's going to be like something bigger than Pilot Sky Golem. It's gonna be like an 8 mana card. It spawns a Piloted Sky Golem. That spawns a Shredder. That spawns
the Doomsayer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I saw your video on that.
Okay, good.
That's so ridiculous if that does happen, but I think someone calculated the chance of that happening is like 0.6% or something like that. Or even lower. I don't know.
Yeah, 0.6 sounds pretty high.
Or maybe it was 0.06. I remember it was like below a decimal point. Because there's
it's the number of 4 drops times the number of 2 drops.
Right. So it's 54 drops plus like times like 67 2 drops or something like that.
Fun times.
Yeah. Well, anyways, focusing back onto the game, Sword of Justice is a card that people really want to make work. But there's just so many weapons and paladins nowadays. Coghammer, Muster for Battle. Of course, there is a synergy with Muster for Battle directly. Do you have any opinions on Sword of Justice now that a few days of GVG have been played?
Yeah, it's good enough in Arena, but the rest, yeah, it's pretty sketchy.
The light protects me.
Surprised to see both players run so similar decks though.
Yeah.
I guess Lothar is the more aggressive one. He's running like much more Divine Shield creatures. He's running the Cult Master. He's basically looking to cycle.
He needs Consecration really badly soon. I mean, it's not the fact that it's just going to be finishers, but it'll be a point where he can't actually answer a lot of the threats on the board here, and then his opponent might close him out. 11. Counting damage.
Not enough there.
He's got he's got 17 damage this turn.
You can't go for a face when there's a Cult Master on the board though.
Yeah, definitely not.
That's one of the only ways to throw the game.
Always good to check to see how much damage you have, though, especially with this much on the board.
Yeah.
Well,
you just really don't want to proc. You don't want to proc the little Spiderino. So, like the best play to clear the board is a True Silver, but you don't really want to do that. Can't really do anything else. He's gonna go for a Concentrate here.
Okay. Reasonable.
It is reasonable, but at the same time, you set yourself up to be consecrated pretty well.
Yeah, but you're also setting up for a potential way to kill on the next turn if your opponent doesn't have it. Thankfully for Lothar, he does have a heal, but that heal is going to be easily negated by damage onto the board. These draws have to hit into his board clears. The Enhanto Mechano, that's awesome. It's ballsy, but I don't think it's going to come to that factor whatsoever.
Yeah, it looks like Lothar's playing like a very aggressive win more Divine Shield deck. And the only weakness to that is when your opponent Blood Knights you. Exactly what happened, so.
Yeah, that's a really good summary of how things happened.
I really feel like Lothar's deck might actually shine against most other mech decks. I feel with Divine Shields you can possibly out-tempo the other mech decks. But really thinking about it, this is probably your worst matchup for Lothar. The other Paladin.
The other Paladin with Blood Knight.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to do it for game number 1, and Hosty also has a good head on his shoulders. As much as people, give Lothar crap about his results, how it's always in the middle of the road. It's nothing like breakout or too impressive. The fact is, he's also a solid player. Like I guess he's just right there in the middle, and that means he does have a general understanding of how to play these things. So he's gonna go with Priest. Well done.
Lothar's got those exact cards. I think they may have actually been playing the same deck.
Yeah, actually, it's really funny that you put it that way. Maybe they collaborated to some extent on a previous tournament, and then just had it carried over. Not exactly sure.
Hard to tell.
Okay, so Lothar throws away everything other than Dark Cultist. Probably searching for early ways to impact the board, like the Northshire Cleric. Oh man. Oh my god. 2 Divine
Blood
Shield.
Knight.
Oh man. And there's no way around this.
Blingtron. You like Blingtron?
I think Blingtron is really fun. I personally would not play it, but I think it's really fun.
It's kind of like destroy half a weapon from your opponent.
Right. Or you know, in some cases you have Blingtron and Harrison in the late game too. There are some cool scenarios. But nothing cooler than this. 2 Divine Shields and a 9/9 on turn 3. I mean, is this Giants Paladin again or something? Look at that. How do you deal with this? If you don't have Shadow Word Death.
Here it comes.
No. Power Word Shield.
I think you go for the heal. You kill the 2/2 and you heal it with the sure.
Yeah, seems like it. But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, there's there's a very realistic possibility to get blown out this game. Wow.
Mustard,
I don't think Harrison.
Quartermaster. Oh my god.
Oh, you know, Hosty is wow. Oh my goodness, that respect. Hosty kills off the Northshire cleric with the Blood Knight.
Yeah, I mean, you want to have one of those dudes. Those dudes are worth a lot.
Yeah,
and
I guess.
You don't want him to draw him to death. I think
that's just so much damage.
Just by far the best play there, actually.
All right, well, I'll definitely side with you on this one. See,
Shrinkmeister. Oh man, down to 7 attack. You can almost
just in range for BGH.
Yeah. You can't do much here if you're Lothar. Like, it looks bad right now, but I mean, double Quartermaster. This game is over. He does respect the Quartermaster.
Yeah, I mean it's strictly superior, other than the possibility of bouncing back the Argent Squire. I mean, he's giving time. If Hosty again trades down the board,
you trade down the board.
Yeah, but say he keeps like say he uses his Blood Knight, he's not doing damage. He's giving time for Lothar to respond here.
Yeah. The thing is, like, I think Priest doesn't do well against Paladin to begin with. Like, the 1/1 hero power is so superior to the heal if you're playing a passive reactionary Priest deck. Basically end up having to use Holy Nova against, like, 4 dudes, and then a few turns later you have 4 more dudes.
Okay. Well, that's not a Circle of Healing, unfortunately. That's a Cabal Shadow Priest. Harrison Jones to pick up the Circle of Healing. Hail Mary. Oh, he gets it. All right, so there is a sliver of hope. Or is there? Hold on. How much damage is this? 9, 10, 15, 17 damage. Holy crap.
I have no time for games.
I mean, how do you there's no way, right? Double Circle is his last way out of this.
Double Circle.
No, it's not it. He got Thought Steal.
I don't see anything there.
Thought Steal into Consecration. That's gonna do it for game number 2. Hosty. Nice killer smiles. And Hosty has the edge.
Okay. In all of those?
It might not mean anything to me and you, Crypt, but it does to the fangirls of Hearthstone.
Oh, okay.
Bomb
Lobber. Told you. There's some spice in there. I tried Bomb Lobber and Warrior. I didn't like it. Out of all the cards I tried, I liked it the least because it felt like I could already do 4 damage. It's
decent against certain matchups, but for the most part, you're right. Not to mention that you already have Deathspite the turn before, so normally you should be able to deal with something. You're not going to want to do 9 damage to one target usually, because you'll be able to control the ruin. So
yeah,
I agree for the most part.
I feel like the challenge is Paladin deck. You need another like Zooey mech deck, and Lothar only brought one of those to the table, and it didn't go so well.
Yeah, he just pretty much got wrecked. Now, this is one of the slowest starts we've seen from Hosty. He drew 2 of the heaviest cards in his deck, and he's got some mid-range creatures that are situational. So maybe this is an opportunity for the warrior to grab the early board control and never let go. Especially because he's got like Harrison Jones, so if there's ever like an opportunity to climb back for muster for battle over board, or even True Silver, he can answer it.
Now, what do you think you should do here? Do you like the second Cruel Task?
I like Fiery War Axe a lot. Because
But-
you're going to be able to answer whatever minion comes out next, right?
Would you really attack? I feel if Hosty had Monster for Battle, he would play already.
Yeah, I think so. Even if you... Ooh, good call. There's Muster for Battle right here. But even so, it's like important. It's the same concept as Shaman. Like the weapons are only there just to stabilize long enough for that your other minions have higher impact so that the 1/1s never become a factor. So I think putting out that axe here was really important, and having it was super key.
Well played.
Oh my god. Rubian weapon is so funny.
Can't put anything in his hand.
Yeah,
Nothing.
That's actually hilarious. Like every single thing has a battle cry.
Right. Well, I'm a little bit behind you on the stream. I'm trying to catch up here.
My apologies.
So
My
let's see
apologies.
what's he got.
Well, Hosty picked up his True Silver Champion, and that seems like the logical response because it can answer whatever comes out. But we all know what's waiting on the other end.
It's a little weak. I think what's waiting on the other end is going to hit when Muster for Battle hits.
Sure.
This really screws up the turn because you needed the coin to play something here. And now without it, you might have to BGH.
And it's a really sharp read from Hosty too, because based off that Pilot Shredder, he should have. Oh wait, never mind. I was gonna say he should have played Death Spike to kill off the Nerubian, but he already used his swing, so never mind. Yeah, that would have been too optimistic. So. Well, do you feel comfortable enough to just toss out Big Game Hunter there just so you have board presence?
Yeah. That's like the only thing that's important against the Paladin. I think that's quite fair.
It is pretty weak to Consecration though, just straight up. And then Consecration, Hero Power, and then the trend continues where the Paladin can start stacking up their hero powers very effectively. I think you take the good with the bad.
Yeah. Well, True Silver is certainly value here to clean up the board, stabilize, and start duding up. And you're Lothar.
I mean,
Harrison's okay, but
yeah. Shield Maiden can also
Yep,
control
shield
just as well.
slam. Grab the board, get appreciate the side of the weapon. I liked it.
I mean, at this stage, True Silver won't get that much value. And then if he plays Muster for Battle, you're stealing 3 cards. Or you're not stealing, but you're getting 3 cards.
Yep.
Whew. So then, how do you go about this if you're Hosty? You've got a pretty awkward hand, honestly. You had 3 cards which are still sitting there for a long time. Muster for Battle, Defender Vargas. Yeah, looks like that's the play. Oh
Like,
man, that
good enough.
Harrison value. Oh jeez.
Yeah, that's gonna bring the warrior back in the game. I mean, 4 cards is so much at this point.
Yeah, not to mention he still can pick up a second Fiery War Axe and also fight back for the board a lot more efficiently here.
Fairy Warrior's the best thing?
Well, because he only has 2 mana left, right?
Yeah.
You think Whirlwind might be better or something else?
I think like Armorsmith might be pretty good.
Yeah, Armorsmith wouldn't be bad either, to be fair.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think the Fireworks is probably a little better than Armorsmith, but just any 2-drop would really do.
No, is he Dr. Booming? Oh, alright. Okay, well, I guess it's fair because this is the strongest play available.
Mm-hmm.
But Harrison Jones just was definitely the sexier play. Well, not to mention that he has an answer to Dr. Boom via the Alder Peacekeeper.
First bomb dodged, second bomb.
Oh!
No, not quite.
Correct. Killing off the Defender of Argus.
Follow the rule.
Even with the Peacekeeper. How good is that really?
Reporting for duty.
Well, it's I don't know. It's something. I mean, you have the 3/3s which can kill off the Dr. Boom. Oh man. Okay. Well, Lothar still has an opportunity to play that Harrison Jones, but he's got a lot of things at his disposal here. Depends on how he wants to play this out.
I actually don't think you silence Dr. Doom here. I think you need to silence Tyrion.
That's also a good point. You need to save that silence for the inevitable Tyrion. Hey, look, he picks up that Fiery War Axe. Great draw.
Yeah, much better here than the last turn. Here prevents anything on your board from dying, and you have the silence for Tyrion if you need it, and you have
Right on.
Yeah, you have lethal damage on the Tyrion as well. Warrior suddenly excellent spot.
Yeah. I mean, Harrison picked up some really good cards too.
All right, how do we do this? You can do.
I'm sensing there is an opportunity to use Bomb Lobber here pretty effectively.
Yeah. You can silence. I think you
There's no
actually
need to
bite it
overthink
with
it.
face.
Yeah.
I think the 5/4 into the 3/3. Bomb
Right.
lob. And then face.
Yeah, that makes the most sense. I don't like trading both these minions into Tyrion just to bomb lob the 3/3. I guess
much
you do
better
save
against
yourself.
Consecrate.
Yeah,
Doesn't
and
really
it also
matter
saves
that
yourself
much.
a lot of health. But
3.
it's not really that big of a deal.
There's not that much health right now.
But, I mean, can Paladins burst you if they don't have Avenging Wrath?
Yeah, Mustard Quartermaster.
That's true. But that still takes a turn to set up.
Yeah.
Bursting from the hand is still very difficult. Alright, Consecration. And looks like we Mustard for Battle will be able to come out here. Or maybe Two Silver. Two Silver draw was pretty good too. And it allows you to kill off the 1/4 or the 3/1 effectively.
Next to 1/4. I agree with that.
Yeah, for sure. But then this is all initiative is basically back onto the warrior. He's got his own selection of legendaries, as well as a setup if he wants to be more defensive. What do you like the best here, Grip?
If I was Lothar, I'd probably rag, but that would get so countered. And Lothar's been playing like safest mode basically. Actually, hold on. You go face 15, rag. Okay.
So Death Spite to set up super value.
You death spite, I think you killed the 1/1.
Speak to me.
No, he's going face.
Let the pain speak to
Acolyte,
me.
acolyte.
Yeah, I think if you put an Acolyte out there, you might as well put the second one. The health here is somewhat inconsequential. But here's an opportunity for some big plays in terms of swings. I mean, this is the dream, right? Quartermaster into, or muster for battle into the Quartermaster. You mean squeeze into hero power in the process too.
Yeah, it's max value.
For duty. To arms, men!
Jeez, look at that.
Them swords.
Well, huh. All of a sudden, you're like in a position where, I mean, there's a lot of damage on the board. 14, 15 points.
I think I like attack the quartermaster with the acolyte.
Okay. Yeah, you can draw.
Yeah, because if you get Gromash, you kill him. And if you don't,
Yeah, great
you
point.
can choose the YOLO Rag.
Oh man, shield block. Second Bob Lobber. I mean, it takes some of the pressure off the board, which is good. I think you're absolutely right, though. This Acolyte attack into the Quartermaster should have been done first. Needs to act a little bit quicker, but generally speaking, Lothar is not dead yet.
Well, time's ticking pretty quick here. Oh!
Wow! Field goal. That was a nice shot.
Not for Lothar.
I mean, yeah, but like just the accuracy, if he was, that's what he was intending. Okay, well, I mean, it's not going to stop Hosty from putting on remote pressure. He's got an answer to Ragnaros and with BGH here, or any other big creature.
Ragnaros has an answer for the game right now. Like, anytime Lothar thinks he's dead, he's just gonna rag.
Right. That's actually,
It's
you're actually
25%
completely
right
right. It might be an opportunity to go for the game.
Actually,
Assuming he
no,
doesn't pick up Gromash.
It's 1 out of 3. And then even if it hits, it's not too bad, because he's probably not gonna die. I think we're about to see Ragnaros.
Oh, what if he draws
Rag boys.
Gromash?
Rag boys.
Oh,
Nope.
Iron
Rag boys.
Juggernaut. Really? He plays that card. Okay.
Well, that lets you beat Handlock most of the time.
Yeah, yeah.
What now?
Rag boys.
There is a way around it if you like attack and then Alexstrasza yourself. That's really that's so defensive.
Yeah, you can
If you
attack.
miss with Rag, do you just
No,
die?
you're fine. You don't die.
Okay.
And the guy's still at 7. You have another Death Spite.
True that, true that. But if you attack a 3-1,
What now?
and execute one, you'll have only a 3-3 and a 1-3 weapon, and Alexstrasza yourself. Back up to 15. I think I can see both plays, but I like going for lethal here when you have the chance to.
It's 1 out of 3 you win the game. I like it a lot.
Ah, looks like he's gonna Alexstrasza himself. Lothar, be a man. All right. Well, you know what? You can't blame him for wanting to be defensive.
Got the beast in my sight.
He's definitely more of a safer player for sure.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, now he's still not in threat of dying to Ragnaros. Or sorry, if he plays Ragnaros, right? Oh. Looks like he is, if he played that Blood Knight.
I think here you Death Spite face and play the shield dude.
Stall for as much time as possible. I definitely like the idea of attack developing the Death Spite though this turn because you do want to have that availability of Gromage. Oh, he actually just picked up Whirlwind. No, but you still want to do the damage to the face. You're right.
Actually, if you attack the Blood Knight here,
I wonder.
you can attack face Whirlwind and Ragnaros and kill him next turn. Hosty doesn't have an answer for that.
Ah, you're right. So there's a double sweep. How much life will you be at when you play Shield Maiden after you attack that? You'll be at 13 health. 4, 7, 8, 9. But he doesn't. Yes, he can't draw True Sword Champion. He's already used both of them. Yeah, you know, it's a pretty reasonable play. You would have to have double consecration for you to die. What? Ragnaros! Right here for Lothar. This needs to hit one of those minions on board or he's dead.
I don't like this play at all.
Wow. I mean, he just used BGH. So his rationale is, well, it's as good a time as ever, but little does he know there's an equality on the other side.
Well, the reason I don't like it is, like, how do you win the game now? Like, Rag wasn't going to win the game there. If it hit face, you're going to lose. If it didn't hit face, how do you win?
I mean, you still have Death Spite. That was a very interesting play. I think the time must have gotten to Lothar because he didn't have. It looked like he rushed his decisions. Well, we got the last push in for the bits of damage, and essentially Hosty is all in here. There's no more Alexstrasza to bounce himself back up to health. He needs some answer right now.
I can take the hit.
That's an
Ah, shield slam. Alright. That stalls, right? He'll be barely alive.
Depends.
He'll be alive by 1 HP.
Could have went for the Doomsayer chance.
Oh, that's gonna do it, right? Coghammer is going to be the lethal
Yeah, that's
damage,
exactly
and Hosty 3-0s Lothar. Well done.
With Paladin. Holy cow. I really think Lothar had a much better chance in those last few turns.
Yeah, I like to think so too, based off some of the lines that you were exploring. A few of them look like pretty reasonable 2-turn setups. Granted, he did draw Shield Slam, so might have actually no. He could have if he kept some of his armor at all, because the Shield Maiden would have warranted maybe some hits. If he kept any